This is Bob Dickinson of Innovyze. We're going to talk about ideal pumps inside of InfoSWM and H2O MapSwim. An ideal pump is just a pump that pumps exactly what goes into the wet well or the junction upstream of the pump. And the rules are that it cannot have more than one link coming out of the upstream node of the pump. If it have more than one link coming out of the upstream node, it'll say illegal dummy connections. So you need to have one inflow and one outflow. So let's go ahead and run this. And now we'll look at the graph of the pump flow. Here's the graph of our pump flow. And what do we see? Well, let's compare it to the reference graph. So we'll do an advanced or a quick graph, and we'll compare it to another element. The other element that we'll compare it to is the upstream node. So we'll look at the upstream node, and we'll change that to the reference graph, looking at the total inflow, and we'll just color this so that we can see it. And we'll say that this is an area, and we'll say that this is an area graph. So now you can see that basically inflow equals outflow for the ideal pump. The rules, however, are one output and one input. If we were to turn this on by activating it and then run it, we'll say that we have a failed simulation, and in our failed simulation it'll say at the bottom, node wet well has a legal dummy link connection. That's because we have two links coming out of the upstream node of the ideal pump. So that's a little bit about how an ideal pump works. Just make sure that you have one input line and one output line, which is the pump, and the inflow will equal the outflow in the pump. Thank you for listening, and we'll move on to another subject.